We are in.
Here we
Introduce
go.
us, Jack.
Maiden Voyage, European Super League podcast, still no name. Dave Saves, Gooner,
Hello.
Felix, another Gooner, and Marv, Chelsea boy,
Happening.
and then JT, big green and gold, until it's sold. How we doing, boys? All good?
Not too bad. It's been a while, lads. Been a while.
Been a while.
Hi, man.
Love it, mate. So, kick it off, Dave. Arsenal, 2020-21 season. How's it been?
Very poor. I thought going into the season, one beat Liverpool in the Community Shield. Things were ticking on nicely, and then we just hit bad form. We lost. Who did we lose to? We lost to Burnley, Wolves.
It was that fucking stage before
Yeah,
Christmas.
I think we started. I think we had two.
Aston Villa.
Villa, we lost 3-0. I don't know about you, Felix, but I think some decisions, like he's done very poor like team selection sometimes, especially in like, sort of like the later months of the season when Tierney was out and he was playing Xhaka left back, and I would have personally gone with Saka. I think he offers that pace, he can get up and down, and I think Xhaka in the middle next to Partey is a very good too.
Yeah. But is he playing? Yeah, he's playing Saka in a more attacking role though.
Yeah,
Do you prefer on the left back or the side?
This is the debate which I want to hear your guys' opinions. I don't know how much like Jack and Marv you've been watching Arsenal. I personally,
Not a lot.
Arteta's been playing Saka on the right as right wing. I don't like him on the right wing. I prefer Pepe on the right wing because I think the last 2 or 3 months of the season, Saka just on the right, he'll get the ball, he'll go past player, but it doesn't really do much from there. Whereas I think Pepe can get the ball and he'll do something where I'd have rather seen Pepe on the right and Saka on the left.
Yeah, I'm a big Saka fan. I've had him in my fantasy team all year, so he's been doing some bits, hasn't he?
And last year, I think he got 11 or 12 assists. He played predominantly either left back or left wing. But
What was it? How about Maitland-Niles though? Where's he gone? Because was his problem that he wanted to be like Saka and he wanted more attacking.
Has he gone on loan? Is he on loan somewhere?
Yeah,
he's on loan.
He's on loan at West Brom, and he wanted to play in the middle. I think he had the choice of going there and Leicester. And really, at Leicester, I think he probably would have played more as a potential fullback instead of in the middle because I've obviously got Tielemans and Didi. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, West Brom.
How'd you look at the season? Massive failure.
Massive failure, absolutely terrible. I think.
Do you think his success with the FA Cup and towards the end of last season was just due to Aubameyang? Maybe.
Yeah, I think Aubameyang's form last year was phenomenal. And obviously, this season, I don't know the exact figure. I still think he got around like 14 goals overall, which for a bad season isn't actually that bad.
Yeah, and considering what happened to him,
considering the malaria,
obviously I think it was his dad passed away, and then he got malaria while he was playing for Gabon.
I think for me Felix, I don't know if you're the same. I think selection in that semi-final was just like it was so poor. Like that first game, he went against Villarreal, played Smith Rowe as a false nine, which we haven't done all season. I'd have even rather seen Pepe up front than Smith Rowe. But
what do they call Smith Rowe? The Croydon what?
The Croydon De Bruyne.
Croydon De Bruyne.
Yeah. and then again at left back, I wouldn't have gone with Xhaka. I would have gone Saka. But
did he play? Sorry, my memory is not serving me well. But what did he play Xhaka in this game?
The first leg he played left back. The second leg he got injured, so actually Tierney did come in. But even that second game, we did nothing. We didn't turn up. We had 2 chances, And then with 10 minutes to go, again, this is really why I think the fans have gone against Arteta, is due to the fact 10 minutes to go, save our season, he takes off Aubameyang for Lacazette. Why don't you just play both up front?
Yeah.
So I think overall, like,
sense. And I saw it, and it was very Aubameyang had that chance as well. He just hit the post, then subbed him off. Now, at that point, you just have to send everyone forward, get all your attacking players on. And
I guess also what's potentially saved him is the youngsters, Smith Rowe, Saka. The one I wish played more would have been Martinelli.
Yeah, I don't get.
Martinelli.
Remember what game did we watch, Dave, when he scored like a hat trick in like the in that
in
bar
the Europa League?
In
Hannesson, yeah.
He's unreal, wasn't he?
Oh mate, he's class. Marv, I don't know. Do you remember that first time when those three lads played together? It was against Chelsea.
Remember that? We ran up the whole pit, I'd say 2/3 of the pitch. And then, we were Chelsea were dominating us completely and utterly. And just on the counter, I remember, he nearly fell as well, but he kept going and kept his composure. And for the young lad he is, it was a great finish. And what was it? It was Bellerin that then equalised in the 90th minute, I believe. But I think
we won. Oh, you're talking about? Oh, yeah, that game. Yeah, that game.
Oh, which game are you thinking?
Well, I was talking about the one when Smith Rowe, Saka, and Martinelli all started, and we beat them 3-1.
Oh, was that in December?
Yeah, that was when we were in like.
Apologies, man. Apologies.
I guess the last thing I was going to bring up Arsenal-wise.
Yeah, go on.
I feel like I've spoken loads. But it is Arsenal, so I'm going to.
And about the Gooners. Got two Gooners in the room.
So I was going to say, Willock, next year, would you sell him 20 million that Newcastle are supposedly going in for? Or you've got to think about it. We're losing Ceballos. We're not going to keep. Willock, the last few months, it seems like he's getting important goals, playing very well for Newcastle from what I could see. Would you keep him, give him a chance? Another youngster, another Hale End graduate.
I've just read in reports that he's like not that interested. Like he's not thinking about Arsenal, or I think he's enjoying Newcastle a lot, and I think maybe if he comes back, he just because at the moment he's getting game on game, scoring goals, scoring vital goals, scoring winners, and that equaliser. Was it the winner against Tottenham, or was it an equaliser? I can't remember.
I think it was an equaliser.
I think it was a 9-minute equaliser.
Yeah, like to go from being a bench player, someone who's not getting regular football, and go to someone like Newcastle, still a decent team, not the best, but I mean, if you're getting games week in week out and playing a vital role.
Yeah, but is it different doing it for Newcastle and doing it for a big club? Like look at Lingard. Lingard's gone to West Ham. Looks like Messi, doesn't he? Can't kick a ball.
Yeah, he's playing amazing.
Yeah.
I think the thing with that for Arsenal is just like we're not what we want. We're not what we once were. Like the rumor that Xhaka's going. So if you think about it, if you just think about our team now.
Is that rumoured?
Yeah, apparently he wants to leave.
Oh, thank God.
I like Xhaka. I think he.
Nah. Yeah, we need to get rid of him.
He's got a mistake in him.
Nah, he's reckless.
I don't know. There's something about him. I like.
He's like David Luiz, mate. He can have a great game, but there's no consistency with the fella. There's no.
I think David Luiz is better though.
The end of Wenger, he was
I like Luiz.
Emery, he was there with Arteta, and I've just seen the same player throughout those whole years. There's a bit of
funny thing is we've never actually got into top four with Xhaka.
Have we not?
No.
Well, there you go.
Fifth, sixth, ninth.
So is Arteta a good enough manager to manage Arsenal? What was it? What gets me is, how did he get the job?
That's a good question.
He's never managed a football club. He's Arsenal manager.
He's cheap and cheerful, mate. Probably that's it.
He got the job on the basis.
I'll save a good bit of money with him in charge.
He got the job on the basis that he worked with Pep for 3 or 4 years. And the year Pep's had a full season without him, Champions League final, FA Cup, and back to win the Premier League, or won the Premier League.
They win the they won the League Cup as well. Yeah.
So have you got a sack in them?
It's a tricky one because.
But who's available? Who could you name to me?
Not necessarily
Anyone,
who's
Eddie
available.
Howe probably do a better job.
Not necessarily who's
Allegri's
available.
Send your
available
CV
as well.
in. Who?
Yeah, Allegri. Apparently, Allegri's learning English to tell Arsenal no.
That's the meme going around.
Quality.
I don't. Because it's just annoying because Chelsea got rid of Lampard. They just cut ties and. What's the Chelsea manager's name again?
Tuchel.
Tuchel, yeah. And it's just heartbreaking because they were pretty much the same, Chelsea and Arsenal, the same position when they got sacked. When Frank Lampard gets sacked, and now Chelsea have just gone way ahead.
Did you want him to get sacked, Marv, or not at the time? Lampard.
I thought it was quite harsh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think they should give him the season. But
yeah, they should have. Chelsea should have given them the season at least. But I guess at the same time, if we're looking at the owner's point of view,
yeah,
I guess we just needed to improve our play, man, and our players. I don't know. I think it's more so our strikers, man. I think that's the main problem. We were sometimes we were defending well, and winning games or drawing some, but the source where the goals coming from is not really from a striker. It's always like a midfielder or a winger scoring for us.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think we just need to have more critical players at the top. I think that's where the problem was, because it was more so Mason Mount scoring for us, and he loved Lampard, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's still doing well for Tuchel. But
I was going to say, can't complain, can you? Champions League final.
Yeah.
Top four, nearly.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to win it?
I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it. I don't know. Anything can happen in the final, man.
Yeah.
I have faith. Obviously, City have more to lose. Do you know what I mean? They've never won it before.
Yeah.
It's their first final.
Yeah.
We've won it before in 2012, but at the same time, that loss against Leicester, it's a bit distasteful. So I think there's a bit more pressure on us to perform at the same time. So that can either work for or against us.
Yeah. How did you see the goal and stuff live, the FA Cup final?
Against Leicester.
The disallowed one, yeah.
No, I didn't get a chance to see it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was occupied.
Yeah.
I was super occupied that day. But I rewatched it and the highlights. And I saw there was an offside goal at the end. And VAR, they cut it super close to give that offside decision, innit? Obviously, some may agree, some may disagree, but I kind of disagree with the decision, man, because, I don't know, it looked like it was just in to me. But it's a final, innit? Things like that happen. So I am happy that, Leicester are able to give their respects to the former owner there from winning that. So
that was
congratulations to them.
Yeah.
But it's distasteful for us, for sure.
I saw Redknapp, I think it was Redknapp and Richards speak the other day, and they were like, obviously Leicester, now you beat them at, what was it, Tuesday night yesterday? What was it? Tuesday night?
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Tuesday. So and now you're in the top four. It looks like Leicester won't get there. If you were a Leicester player, would you rather be in the Champions League or win the FA Cup?
What, being the Champions League or win it?
No, be in the Champions League, get in the top four, so they're in the Champions League next year, or win the FA Cup. Yeah. I'd rather win the FA Cup.
You think?
At the end of the day, you players are going to look back and be like,
season in the Champo, walking out with the anthem on.
Yeah.
Can't beat it, can you?
Imagine just
a win at Wembley. Has Leicester? When was the last time Leicester won a cup competition? That's.
I don't know if they've ever won the Carling Cup or anything, but they haven't.
Yeah, they haven't won.
They didn't win the FA Cup until then.
Yeah, but it's no surprise the Arsenal fans are saying the FA Cup over the Champions League, isn't it?
Oh, he got me there, hook, line, and bloody
FA Cup's
sinker.
our little baby, our saviour, our saving grace.
We all know what the real price is, bro. The Champions League, the big league.
Yeah.
That's what everyone wants to win.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm more desperate to get us back to like the top of the Prem. I mean, second place this year, it's not bad, is it? But
the thing is, next year I think Liverpool will be back.
Yeah. I don't know what they've been doing this year.
Well,
Shambles,
I think it's
can't blame it all on one player, can you?
Not one. No, yeah, I'm not saying one player, but you lose Virgil van Dijk. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then you lose Gomez within weeks. Trent's had a terrible year. Alisson's had some shockers. But then at least they're not Arsenal.
To be fair to Leicester, that was the first. They won the League Cup back in 2000 and 1997. And yeah, so they haven't won a cup in 21 years. But I get what you mean. It's the more the money from the Champions League as well. And the players they could have brought in.
Yeah, I just think the away day. Imagine the away days as well, like going away to Europe and stuff. Must be ruthless.
You think
they've had it before? They've had it before, but sure, like FA Cup,
all about the FA. All about the FA Cup at Arsenal.
Oh, man.
What we do?
Yeah.
But to be honest, do you think Crystal Palace at home? I can't see Liverpool messing that up.
Liverpool beat them 7-0 away. Or was it like 7 or 8-0, I think.
Oh, they did at Palace. They won 7-0 at Palace. And we've just beaten them 3-1 at home. So I can't see Liverpool messing.
What do you reckon, Marv? Have you got top 4 in the bag or not?
I think
against Villa.
Yeah, they'll give us a good game, I think.
Is it away?
I think they will make us work for it. I think it's at home.
No, it's away.
I think it's at home.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's away because Villa played at Spurs on yesterday, and every team has one of the last 2 remaining games at home for the fans.
Oh, let me have a look.
I think.
Yeah, but you just got to win, I think, can't you? Because if you drop any points and they both win, you're out of the top 4, aren't you? I think. You're on 67 and they're both on 66.
Oh yeah, we are away. Yeah. So we are away.
And they just beat Tottenham. Like, obviously I know Tottenham are shit, but
nah, we're not on the same level, bro. We're not on the same level as Tottenham.
Yeah.
But
it's still an impressive win though. It's still they've got nothing to lose. So I think they don't have any pressure on them. But I think to be fair to Chelsea, to lose an FA Cup final and then play Leicester a few days later, where the game matters just as much, I have to give Chelsea credit for pulling through and winning that game.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It's just like we had to just regain our mentality back. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to make a statement with, everything that's been going on, like the sacking of Lampard and pointing to Shell. There was a lot of there was just a lot of negative energy from that. Do you know what I mean? So,
what's he done different to Lampard, though? Do you think?
Ooh,
I think that he just made the players a bit more critical.
Yeah.
I think also defensively they've been a lot more assured.
Yeah.
Looks like you're playing 5. I haven't been watching Chelsea probably as frequently as you, but it looks like you're going back to that 5 at the back a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, I just think they're all playing for him. Do you know what I mean? It is like a bit strange to say because we only just come in as a new manager, but I just think they're playing in a critical way. Just a bit more critical than normal.
Yeah.
Even though our strikers aren't really playing too well, we still seem to perform.
I think with Lampard and stuff, a bit like Arteta, like when you've got a young manager who's like quite inexperienced, I feel like the players lose faith quite quick, don't they? Because it's like they still sort of see him as like just being a former player rather than having that like looking at like Tuchel. You're looking at him like serious manager.
Yeah.
Got the back in.
Tuchel
Just came from PSG. Was in a final.
Champions League final.
League.
Marv, but back on the you mentioned the Chelsea strikers. I have to ask your thoughts on Timo Werner and then Tammy Abraham.
He scored the other day, didn't he, Werner?
Did he get 2 disallowed?
Did he?
It was 2 disallowed goals.
What?
Right. Some of his misses.
Talk about a bad day at the office.
I saw something today that was like 20. He's actually scored 26 goals this year, but 12 or 14 of them have been taken off from VAR and whatnot.
Yeah.
No.
Good position.
I remember watching the FA Cup game a few months back. I think it was like Lampard's last game, and it was when Tammy scored a hat trick. But Werner got a penalty. Giroud gave it to him because he just wanted to get the confidence up, and he missed it. And you just saw his face drop.
Yeah.
But I guess strikers is all about confidence, isn't it?
Yeah. I think as a striker nowadays, you need to be critical, man. You need to be really critical. Like, it's harder to get a goal nowadays. You can see that with every other league. Like, the defenders are getting better, the rules are changing. We play the offside track, put 5 at the back now. So when you get an opportunity, which Werner has been getting, you have to bury them, man. And he doesn't do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit frustrating, man, because we used to have amazing strikers, and that was like the blueprint for Chelsea. But now we have been dropping off a bit. Do you know what I mean? But obviously since Tuchel and everything, we've been coming back on top. So
yeah. Talking of former strikers, Marv, Premier League Hall of Fame. Have you seen who's in it and who's not in it? Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Drogba's not in it.
Frank Lampard is
gotta be
in
in
it.
it.
I think Lampard's the only Chelsea player so far, yeah. You got
How many do
Shearer,
Arsenal have?
so it's Shearer, Omri, Cantona, Keane, Beckham, Bergkamp, Lampard and Gerrard. So far, I think. I think they're putting more in.
Yeah.
So two Gooners, 1 Chelsea, 3 United. 3 United. Not bad, mate. Who do you want to see in there, Marv? Who's the next person in for you? Premier League Hall of
know who
Fame.
he's going to say.
I want to, you know that.
Yeah,
I want to see Drogba in it. I want to see Drogba in it. Yeah, definitely. He deserves that spot, man.
You think?
He deserves that spot. Winning the first Champions League for Chelsea at 2012, when all the odds were against us that game, he just steps up to the plate. Yeah. That alone, man, for me. But he's a great striker. He performs in every final. He scored amazing goals, always against the big clubs as well. Yeah. Won a couple Premier Leagues. Man, he's nothing but a legend for me.
Yeah. I always say to you, I think he's probably the best. Like if I wanted a striker out of the Premier League era, I'd have to have Drogba. I always wanted him at United. I just think he's such a nightmare for the defence.
Oh, Dad, did you not get into football till after 2007? Did you not watch a certain Vavavoom, Dia Leone?
I just think he's not as much of an impact. He's unreal. Much
of an impact. What?
Much of an impact. Okay.
Hey, Drogba was a nightmare, mate.
Let me, Jack, let me rewind you. 2006, February some point, we go to the Bernabeu. The promo about the game was all these Galacticos and Arsenal have just Henri. Scores, it goes past Ramos, some other players, Guti I think's one, and gets it in and drives us into the next round.
Yeah. Well, Tottenham, mate. Remember when? I know Tottenham was shit at the time, but he starts from what? I'd say near his own penalty box, and then just runs the whole length of the pitch, goes around 3-4 people, and just slots it past them. I remember that, and I remember my first ever game. It was back in 2002 or 3. We played Aston Villa, and I remember just like being right behind the goal and just seeing him slot a 35-yard free kick right into the top corner line. And he did that on so many occasions. Like the players just, I get what you mean about Drogba, because I do like Drogba's like physicality and his way. Just I think his header and he's just a different type of player.
He does bully a defence. He can bully a defence.
Did Henry play up top on his own or not? Or did he have a partner?
He used to play more. He started.
Well, Dennis Bergkamp.
We used to play 4-4-2, and then the season we got to Champions League final was when, not really in the league, but in the Champions League would go 4-5-1 to try and pack the midfield a little bit more, getting like Hilaire, Limburg, Pires, or like a Reyes behind Henry.
I have to admit, he didn't show, like, it wasn't his best game, that final though. I remember.
Well, I remember he had two chances.
A very big chance in that game.
He had two chances within the first 5 minutes, and then, to be fair to him though, I don't know if you've watched. There's an Henry like Legends documentary, and I think it's actually on YouTube. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long, and he was saying about it is like he played up front on his own, and then we went down to 10 men, so he had even less support. He didn't have that sort of like number 10 near him. So he said he was just running on empty when he got to that chance, and he said if you rewatch that chance, you just see the ball leave his foot and it's just like going so slowly.
Okay. So Marv's gone Drogba. You've already got Henry and Bergkamp. Felix, who do you want in the Premier League Hall of Fame?
What, strikers wise?
Anyone.
Ooh.
Well, that's a bit harsh, Jack. I only said Henry and Bergkamp because they were already there.
No, I'll ask you next day, don't worry. Dave's got about 5 lined up, 5 gooners. Yeah, it doesn't have to be Arsenal. Anyone.
Titus Bramble.
To be fair, Premier League legend, isn't he?
Solid defender. I don't know how he was ever in the Premier League, to be honest. But I'm trying to think. I think you know what? He is a scumbag in many ways, but I did admire John Terry's defending.
Yeah.
When you said scumbag, I didn't think you. I thought for some reason when you said scumbag, I thought
you were going to say Van Persie.
I was going to say. I thought you were going to say Joey Barton.
Mate, that guy doesn't exist, mate. He's dead.
Oh wow.
But he's phenomenal too. You have to give it to him. Nah. Fair play to Van Persie. He went away and won the Premier League, and yeah.
That's one thing I always say. Like
you do yourself now. You have to. It's like Harry Kane. He is a legend at Tottenham, but he has to leave. He just has to go because he's not going to win any trophies. And the same was gone for Van Persie. He wasn't going to win anything at Arsenal. Maybe an FA Cup, but he thought your legacy is based on what you win. And fair play to him. He went off and won. Also, you can thank us, Jack, for winning the Premier League that season. Because that was the shittest team I've ever seen win the Premier League. That
bought a title, didn't he?
Who Alex Ferguson was. Like, who was it? Like Nani and Anderson and
yeah, mate.
Carrick was decent.
He still had I think he still had Evra and Vidic and Ferdinand in that.
Did you?
I think it was their last season or two.
Yeah, it was like their last hurrah.
But I'd say Vidic and John Terry.
Yeah.
If I was to pick centre backs, I'd say I'd put them there because it's more just their they put everything on the line. That's what I loved about football back then. People just put the opposite they'll put their head on the line. I remember John Terry against England. I know he was playing for England, but he
against Algeria.
He dived with his head first to the ground to stop a ball going into the net.
Yeah.
I just admire because I don't think there's enough footballers like that nowadays. They when there's a free kick coming in, a lot of players will turn away, put their head out of the way. But people like Vidic and Terry, they just put their bodies on the line, give 100% every game, and they were just real leaders in the teams they were in, and especially, how would you say was Vidic ever captain?
He was captain for a few seasons.
Was he?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember that, but yeah, no. Yeah, but that's what I loved about football is like that 2000, from when 2002 to 2012, I'd say. Just, yeah. So defense-wise. But going up forward, I love, I think Thierry Henry and Drogba I'd have as well. So attacking, I'd say Thierry Henry and Drogba, and then, defense, Vidic and Terry. That's how I go for.
Come on then, Dave. Who have you got lined up?
Well, why don't we spin it around first? Who do you want to see next?
Yeah.
Paul
I
Scholes.
feel like. Oh, I thought you were going to say Giggsy.
No, God, controversial at the minute, isn't it? But
No.
he's got to get in there because he's won so many titles, hasn't he?
His brother's the real legend. That Paddy Power,
Rodri.
that cracked me up so much.
He's done he's done like a podcast recently as well, I think, like revealing everything.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Has he forgiven Ryan?
I don't think so, has he? I don't think they speak, do they?
No, I don't think he just.
I think they're living together.
Situation.
Nah, they probably couldn't talk. Nah, I doubt it. I really doubt it.
Nah.
I feel like he went on like I feel like he went on like this morning about it, like a couple of years ago, about like not
Rodri?
like 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, he did, I think. Revealed all. But yeah, I think he's got to get in there. Yeah. Giggsy's got to be in there, I think, just because he's won so many titles, hasn't he? Unreal as well. Like that goal against Arsenal semi-final.
When was that? Was that like 2001?
And we won the treble. 99. Yeah.
99.
Treble season. Semi-final, Villa Park.
You were there.
I wasn't. I remember it though. I was only young, but I remember his hairy chest, mate, when he was whipping his top about.
Yeah, a bit like you.
Guy,
that goal was incredible, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like checking in and out, like.
Yeah.
Some good players as well. He went past as well. Lee Dixon, top class defender.
Yeah, he went for a good Arsenal defence at that point. Tony Adams as well.
If I'm right, we were down to 10 men.
Vieira, I swear he went for
Vieira was the one who got sent off, I believe.
Yeah, I think so, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
You had a pen, didn't you? You did a pen and Schmeichel saved it, and then
Bergkamp
went down the other end.
Mm.
Yeah, good times, mate. Good times. Not seen any since. But yeah, go on then, Dave. Who's in your Premier League?
You know what? I'm going to be controversial because, as an Arsenal fan, Ashley Cole should get in there.
Yeah.
No.
Best
I agree.
Yeah.
Best left back. Obviously, didn't agree with the way he left, but best left back to grace the Premier League.
He started winning trophies though, so can't blame him.
Well, he won 2 FA Cups, no, 3 FA Cups, and 2 Premier Leagues with us. He won more Premier Leagues than us, and he did at you, but then he did win the Champions League.
Yeah, the trophy that everyone wants.
Nah,
the FA Cup's worth that.
Now, Felix, I personally prefer the Europa League because the Europa League gets you access to the Champions League.
We won that as well against you lot.
Oh.
Yeah, I never have.
but going back to Cole, like honestly, best left back to grace the Premier League. I guess Evra could really be up there as well between the two of them. But just like, I just remember when we were in like the Euros and the World Cup, and we'd have those games against Portugal when Cole would. I know it was Ronaldo when he was young, but Cole was class back in those big games. I remember some of the times
he kept Ronaldo at bay.
I also remember some of the games when he made some unbelievable clear goal line clearances, and also if we ever got to penalty shootout, I think he missed one for England, but I remember for Arsenal he used to always slot them away.
Yeah.
No, but and then Chelsea. It was hard to see him leave. I don't know why he left again. Was it just
money?
Was it? What was it?
And then we got Gallas, the bloody crier.
Going from Chelsea,
don't talk about that guy. We got Gallas, and then he blew the league for us.
He went to Spurs.
Guardo got his leg broken, and then Gallas decided, like, Gail Clichy fucked that up. I don't know what he was staring at, but he just was looking, and then took his eye off the ball. But the Birmingham player sweeped in, and then he just tackled him and gave away a penalty. And like Gallus was just crying and just screaming for like 10 minutes or 15. Even after everyone left the pitch, he was still just there. And it was, mate. Yeah, that cost us the league that season. That did.
Oh, yeah, I remember because we were in good form up to then, and that was when Walcott scored. I think he scored in the League Cup final the year before, but that was when he properly he scored 2 goals and then he sort of kicked on a bit from there. But we drew to Birmingham, and then we had again, I think we had Middlesbrough, West Ham. So yeah, we drew to Middlesbrough, drew to West Ham, and then we had Villa, and we drew four games, and I think we were top of the league before the Birmingham game, and then we got 4 out of 12 points.
Yeah.
Bottle jobs.
Hey, you have a good memory, mate. You have a good memory. I could not remember that for shit.
Research. That I do remember. Mate, I take the podcast seriously.
So, obviously, on about VAR before. Big season for VAR. A lot of controversy, a lot of goals disallowed. What are we thinking? VAR in, VAR out? Who's a fan? Who's a fan?
For me personally,
Felix loves it. He messages me after every game like that VAR decision. Phenomenal. Jokes, Felix doesn't message me anymore.
It's the best thing since sliced bread. But now, honestly, I think VAR, I think it's probably necessary to an extent, but I think we need to have a system where it's like tennis, whereby the team has 3 calls to make, and it's up to the captain of that team to make that call, and then they'll go and look at it and see whether it was a goal or whether it was a penalty or not. Because I think it's ridiculous how they just check everything. It just really slows down the game. Yeah, I find, and that's what I do miss about football a bit recently. It's just the controversial decisions, when people make those, when the referee and the linesman make those errors, and everyone's just how the hell did that happen? And how did he not catch that offside? How did he not consider that a penalty? And
it's more real, wasn't it? More real chatting about controversy than chatting about VAR every game anyway.
Sorry, say that again?
I feel like it was meant to stop everyone talking about the controversy after the games, and now we just talk about VAR after every game.
Yeah.
I feel and that's less real, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be. But especially those offsides where it's an inch or two, his knee or his
shoulder or his nose.
Shoulder, yeah, or his head was leaning forward. But no, I think maybe bringing in a system where it was 3 or 2 calls to make, and that would make it more. There would be situations where it go back to being controversial, because maybe I'd speed up the game a bit more, and then you wouldn't have it would just speed up the game.
Yeah, I suppose it'd be good as well when people run out of calls and stuff, and something happens.
Yeah, sorry, that
exciting, wasn't it?
Imagine if it got to the last 10 minutes of a Champions League final, they've used all their 3 calls, and then something big does happen, and they can't make the call because they've wasted it, and then that might have cost them a Champions League. And see, that would add back to the controversy, it'd add back to the drama of the game again. But I think when you can check every decision and every goal, I think it just needs to be reeled in a wee bit. Or yeah.
I just think it's just killing the game. I just think it's killing the game. I think I think I'm too romantic about football, so it's I just love the drama. I think one of the best moments I had at Old Trafford was when Nani got sent off against Madrid in the Champions League, and it was never a red. He went up with his foot in the air and basically clipped the geezer, got a red. And it was just ridiculous. It was never a red, but then the whole stadium, mate, Ferguson came out and lifted the stadium. He went to each stand like that, and it just erupted. And even though everyone was fuming, and it was we'd been robbed, it was unreal. I just think that's like the magic of the game, isn't it? And when you just everything's like do and like, all these decisions being checked all the time and stopping, and the worst thing is, I can't celebrate goals anymore. Because I'm like, is it offside? Is he fouled someone in the build-up? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I think the best person to ask is Marvin. Were you celebrating on Sunday, or was it Saturday, or did you know? Or did you clearly know it was offside? Like, I saw it, I knew it was off.
You spotted it.
Nah, I don't know, man. I think VAR should be scrapped personally.
Should be scrapped.
I can't lie. Yeah, it should be totally scrapped, man. Because I just think the referees and the linesmen, they just need to be better at what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? I think that's it. It does make the game fairer, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, as you guys already mentioned, like, it takes away the magic of the game. Because that's what football's about, the magic. And I don't know, VAR's taken away from it quite a bit, in my opinion. So I think it should be fully scrapped.
It's a bit like rugby, a bit. Sometimes, like when a try is scored and then they have to stop and then check it.
Standing about, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the celebration point's a good one, because I think you have to question every time you celebrate. And no matter how clear a goal may seem, there may be something you're missing. So, and then
there's nothing more than a first time
celebrate. It's a bit shit.
Raw, innit?
Yeah.
First time celeb.
Yeah.
Mate.
But to be fair, VAR had that funny moment when Man City played Tottenham, and then Man City was celebrating. They're going through. Yeah. The game's up, and then VAR just looked at it, and then it was just like, nah, it's not. Aguero was a bit offside there, like in the build-up. That was quite funny. That was a good
insane, mate. I was in a sports bar for that in New Malden in South London, and this City fan, like, it was on a big screen at the front of the bar, and this City fan ran to the front, in front of the screen, and was like swearing at the whole place, going, yes! And like, while he was still doing it, they disallowed the goal behind him, and everyone was just, all the Spurs fans were going mad, and everyone was just laughing at him, and he just like slowly turned around like that. And it was so funny, mate.
Oh my goodness.
Because it was City as well.
Crazy.
Unreal. But yeah, I just can't have City winning the Champions League. It's just gonna kill me, I think.
Yeah, we can't have Chelsea winning it either, mate. It's like,
I don't know. I'll be supporting Chelsea.
It's like choosing who you want to bang your wife. It just
Gary Neville.
It's not a positive decision, because I don't like Man City for the fact it's just a money team. It's just built on money. Like, they have Foden, to be fair to them, but other than that, everything was just built on all that oil money.
Jack, I've got to ask. If it was a Champions League final, Liverpool City, who do you want to win? Like, honestly, who would you rather win?
That's a good one. That is a good one.
I just don't think I can survive City winning the Champions League. Liverpool have done it.
Yeah, you've lived through that experience, and you've survived. So
it's a weird one, because I think like the era that I've gone through. Obviously, there was the Chelsea bit where was us and Chelsea. Us and Arsenal when I was like young, but then like the main one's been like City coming through out of nowhere and just ruining everything in my life. So I don't know, but it's like you said, like the money thing. Like, there's like I think Ferguson said it the other day on that interview with Gary Neville. He said, like, with Liverpool, it's like the rivalry is like a respect thing. Like, you hate each other because you're both like such big clubs and you're so good and that, but City are just a disgrace. Like, just
wow.
Honestly, mate, kills me. So yeah, I don't know. I think because Liverpool have already done it, but I also don't want them to win. Yeah, I got Liverpool. Got Liverpool. But yeah, definitely Chelsea this year. It's got to be Chelsea.
Felix mentioned before the City Spurs. Jack, how were you feeling when it was Balotelli? Aguero!
Mate, I've still never seen him lift that title. I literally ran out the house and like went on a run and didn't come back for like an hour or two. I was just like refused to watch it.
If I remember right, going into like the last few weeks before the Everton game, I think we like bottled it. It was like 4-4. You were ahead of them, and they had like a 8-point.
Mate, we were about to win the title before he scored that goal.
Oh, I remember.
We'd like nicked it because they'd messed up against QPR and Joey Barton was
they were 2-1 down.
Everyone. Yeah. And to be fair, when Barton was like fighting everyone and fighting all the City players, I was like, yes, go on, Joey lad. And then it was like, shit, he got 10 men. So it was like, oh no. But yeah, mate.
You're gonna have to beat that out there.
Worst day of my life, I think, mate.
You have to beat that out. You just said a little swear word.
Get the sensor on. Get the sensor on, Dave. We'd be all right.
Beep.
PG. Stick a PG on it.
For the fans.
But yeah. Nah, worst day of my life, I think, Dave.
What about that day when we left uni and we were going to see each other all the time?
Nah, that's nowhere near.
That you could live with. But yeah. And I could imagine that'd be horrible. But imagine, that's the thing. Imagine being like an Atletico Madrid fan, and like imagine we're in a similar scenario, like 4 mates, and like there's Real Madrid and Atletico fans. Imagine being the Atletico fans and losing to your rivals twice in a Champions League final. Like imagine like Chelsea, Marvin, like losing to Tottenham twice in a Champions League final.
Unimaginable.
Oh mate, I wouldn't want to come out of the house.
I know.
Or like Man City beating Man U twice in 2 times in a Champions League final. Like,
yeah,
I think that's the most brutal pounding of 2 rivals in the last few years. But,
yeah. So
they're going to win La Liga now as well. Atletico, they should.
I think so.
Yeah, 2 points ahead with the last game to go. But oh wait, going back to go on.
I was going to say with Atletico, they've got to play Real Vallecano, I believe. And I think they're like,
and they're going to get they have to.
I think they're safe. I think they're like they can't go up, can't go down.
Yeah. Oh no, real I can't even say it. Valladolid or whatever. Yeah, they have to win to stay up.
I thought they were down.
No, they're not. They have to they're like 1 point from safety, so they have to win to stay up. And then Real Madrid is playing Villarreal, and Villarreal need to win to get Europa League next season. But then again, Unai Emery might risk it, play a shit team, so he could maybe win the Europa League final. It'd be a hard one, yeah. Are you looking forward to that final, Jack? Do you think you'll win comfortably? Villarreal?
No, not comfortably. They love it, don't they, the Europa League? But
how many times have they won?
I think I saw as well that apparently McTominay and Fred are both doubtful now as well. So we're going to have Matic crawling around the middle of the pitch. But
wait, where's he gone? Is he not in your squad or?
Yeah, he's in the squad. His legs have gone, haven't they? He can't move anymore. He's done, mate. He's old to be fair. I can see him moving into a coaching role. Apparently he runs the dressing room at United. So
really?
Yeah. Oh. Could see him moving into a coaching role. But yeah, I think his legs have gone. But he'll probably have to play though if they're injured, so we'll see. I don't know, mate. Big news, isn't it? But yeah.
Where's it in the Europa League final? In Poland, is it?
It's not bloody Baku.
Oh no, fuck Baku, mate. Fuck that. I felt like a pre-season friendly that. Like the stadium was half empty. It was just they weren't anywhere near the pitch.
Yeah.
I don't know what UEFA were thinking, but yeah. But going back to the VAR thing, would you all be in agreement that goal line technology should be in place?
Yeah, I keep that. Simple, innit? In or not in.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I
David,
agree.
Marv?
Yeah, I agree. It should be in.
Yeah, no, I think it should be. I don't know if I'm being really serious, but I swear it is in, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we have it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
You know, the same. If we have the same opinion, like the VAR situation, but I think goal line technology is fine.
Yeah, it's quick, I guess. Yeah, that's the problem with VAR.
Easy, innit? Get on the watch.
In or out, and that's it.
Yeah. Right, lads. Wrap it up. Last guess. 2 teams that are getting in the top 4 on Sunday. Who's getting in?
I think it's, in my opinion, it's obvious. I think Liverpool there's no way Liverpool are going to drop points against Palace at home. But that's just me going off that they beat them not like 7-8, 9-0 back in October. And just the form they've got in the last sort of 6 weeks. Who did Chelsea have, Marv? Did you say it was Villa?
Villa away, yeah.
Yeah, we have Aston Villa.
That's not actually easy. Like, that's a hard one.
2 names, Dave.
I still think. So let me check who Leicester are playing.
Tottenham at home.
Tottenham at home, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea would do it. I think it'd be Chelsea and Liverpool, and then Leicester, hopefully West Ham for the Europa League, and then get Spurs on that conference.
West Ham are guaranteed Europa League, the qualifying spot. Oh no, if they lost and then Tottenham won, but I don't see Tottenham winning at Leicester. Maybe a draw, but I don't like. Yeah, I can't considering the form they're in.
Are you lads in the Champions League or not? The Champions.
No, mate, we're fighting for the UEFA Conference League, mate.
Yeah.
The fucking 3rd tier of European football.
I do not want that. You don't. I'm pretty sure you don't even get into the Europa League.
Because I think it'd just be funny. It'd just be more of a joke than the Europa League is. I couldn't imagine the teams in it. We might win it though. That's the only positive.
So Marv, Chelsea, Liverpool, top 4. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Chelsea, Liverpool. Yeah.
I'm
not worried.
I'm gonna put Leicester in. Yeah.
Who for?
You think?
Chelsea.
Liverpool.
Who do you think will bottle it out of Chelsea?
I think Liverpool are going to bottle it.
What, to Palace?
Really?
Who don't have Eze?
Roy Hodgson's last game in Premier League football, potentially. What a fella.
Yeah, but do you remember Gerrard's last game in Premier League football?
No. They already fell
5-1. No,
they lost
5-1
what? What was it to Stoke? They lost like
5-1 to Stoke.
Was it 5-1 or something?
Jesus.
Yeah.
5-1, 5 or 6-1.
To be fair, Fergie's last game, I think, was something
5-0, West Brom, wasn't it?
Yeah. But now we'll see. But Felix, where are you going? 2 teams, top 4.
2 teams.
Chelsea, Liverpool, or have Leicester got a chance?
To be honest, mate, I think Liverpool will go through. I think maybe they might struggle with Palace. I reckon it could be like a 1-0 because the pressure might be a bit much, but I could see them getting a late goal. If anyone, I think Chelsea. I'd have to say Chelsea and Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea and Liverpool. They'll scrape through. They won't I don't think in any of the games they'll win comfortably. It'll be an entertaining last day. There will be a late goal probably there, but I reckon they've got the squad to they've got the squad. They both got the squads to do top 4. I think it's only traditional that Leicester fuck up yet again. They've done that 2 seasons now, haven't they? Or was it 1?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair play. So find out Sunday, and Arsenal for the UEFA Conference League.
Yeah.
Until then, lads, it's been a pleasure.
Likewise, mate.
boys.
Thank you for having us.
Likewise, man.
Shut the recording off.